Hi, welcome to our Capstone project presentation. We're excited to introduce you to TuneTalker, a new way to discover, catalog, and talk about music with people who care just as much as you do. We're a team of passionate computer science students who love both technology and music. I'm Hans Anderson, and I focused on implemented a machine learning recommendation system, as well as integrating external APIs. Hayden Miller worked on both backend and frontend development, with a large focus on database systems. Kahlert Zhao was a massive contributor to the front-end and user experience of the site as a whole, while also contributing in the backend. Stefan Madal held it all together, focusing on the DevOps sides of things, designing our architecture and hosting our site. Together, we brought TuneTalker to life. There are more music apps than ever, but none of them bring everything together. Sure, Spotify and Apple Music help you listen, but they don't help you reflect on what you listen to or talk about it with friends. Algorithmic recommendations? They're cool, but often surface the same stuff for everyone. They don't always reflect your actual tastes or help you go deeper into genres you love. If you want to talk about music, you're stuck bouncing between Reddit threads, Twitter posts, or group chats. It's all scattered. There's no one hub where music fans can actually connect and engage around their listening. With TuneTalker, we're building a community-first music platform. Our goal is to take the best parts of cataloging apps like Rate Your Music, the personalization of Spotify, the conversation of Reddit, and bring them together. Here's what users can do. They can start or join discussions about albums, artists, or genres, from obscure releases to mainstream chart toppers. You can get discovery suggestions based on real people's reviews and listening habits, not just machine learning models. Create a living archive of your listening. You can look back on what you heard and when. Rate and review albums to track your evolving tastes and dive into your listening trends, view your history, and truly understand your habits. Whether you're a casual listener or a music nerd with spreadsheets, TuneTalker is designed to help you get more out of the music you love. Right when you open the app, you land on the Discover page. Here, users are sharing thoughts, hot takes, and personal reactions to the latest releases. Posts are tied to specific songs or albums, making it easy to explore new music through other people's perspectives. When you open a post, this page will pop up. Here, you can toggle your likes, you can leave a comment, as well as dive deeper into the release that it's linked to. By clicking release, you are brought to the release page, where you can rate the song or album using our RSR system, as well as catalog the song to one of your playlists. You can also share your own post about it. Whether you're praising the production or roasting a bad verse, your voice adds to the conversation. From the top right dropdown, you can access your profile, where you can view your own post history, edit your profile, as well as link your Spotify account. Your library page is where all of your saved music lives. You can browse your folders, update your recommendations, or head to your personalized stats and rating pages. The recommended playlists are auto-generated and can be updated at any time with the Update Recommendations button. The playlists use matrix factorization, a machine learning model, to generate playlists based on your ratings compared to other users on the site. We can generate playlists which we think you will love, as well as dislike to broaden your tastes. We also have trending and non-trending playlists to encourage users to interact with releases with lots of recent ratings, as well as releases which haven't had much interaction recently. Let's check out a folder list. Folders are fully customized collections of music. You can remove songs, you can export to Spotify if you have your Spotify linked, or you can delete your folder. Going back to the library, we can go to our stats page. The stats page highlights your favorite artists, songs, and albums, perfect for reflecting on your tastes or flexing your top picks from the year. It also shows your latest activity from Spotify. Going back to the library, we can also go to our overall ratings. The ratings page tracks every rating you've given, so you can revisit your opinions or find patterns in your taste. Looking for something specific? Our search bar brings up everything: users, songs, albums, even posts. It's all interconnected. For songs, albums, and artists, we use the Last.fm API to get accurate and up-to-date information. When a user searches for things, this information is lazily loaded into our database. This allows us to only keep track of the stuff the user cares about without having to download the entire Last.fm database. Let's say we find someone with great taste. We can visit their profile and hit follow to keep up with their latest posts. Clicking on the home button, this will pull up our home feed. This will only show posts from people you follow. It's a curated stream of reactions, recommendations, and conversation starters. On the Discover and Home pages, when logged in, you have a small list of recommended releases and users based on the relationships of ratings and followings on our site. The recommended releases takes the songs with lots of recent ratings and displays the songs you will be most likely to like. The recommended users section takes the users you follow and takes those users' followings to find the users with similar connections for you to also follow. Want to see what's trending? Head over to the charts page for the most loved or most talked about releases right now. Use filters to explore by genre, time, or region. Here is our architecture diagram. As you can see, we have three main components to our application: the front end, back end, and database. For the front end, we are using React with the Byte server and it is being served statically with Nginx. For the back end, we are using C# with the ASP.NET library. For the database, we use MySQL. All of these services were Dockerized and are hosted in AWS in an Elastic Container Service cluster, which allows the backend and frontend to scale as needed with user demand. In order to get data on songs and releases, we connected to the Last.fm API. Additionally, to allow linking of Spotify accounts and exporting playlists, we also utilize the Spotify API. Finally, we host static content such as profile pictures on an S3 bucket. Here is a more in-depth view of our deployment, focusing on the specifics of how it is deployed on AWS. Users first hit an application load balancer, which routes traffic to either our front-end or back-end service in our ECS cluster. The back-end communicates with the database service via an internal DNS in the TuneTalker namespace, which allows containers in a cluster to communicate. These three services, the back-end, front-end, and database, are initialized by tasks which pull the latest image from the Elastic Container Registry. These services are also where we are configured auto-scaling, which attempts to maintain under 50% CPU usage on the backend and frontend service. Finally, we have set up CloudWatch logging for all of our services. We completed 176 issues over 16 weeks, committing 1,040 times to our GitLab repo. We built 178 tests, totaling 4,091 lines of code, and we integrated them into our CI pipeline, requiring 90% code coverage to merge into main. We also created 72 API endpoints and published them in Swagger. Finally, our application automatically deploys when merged into main, creating a full CI/CD pipeline. We also talked to 16 users through our deployment, leading us to do a redesign of our playlist page, as well as find several bugs that we missed. That wraps up our presentation of TuneTalker, a platform built by music fans for music fans. Throughout this project, our goal was to create more than just another music app. We wanted to build a place where people can not only discover new releases, but also reflect on their listening, connect with others, and share their passion for music. Along the way, we applied real-world development practices, containerized services, cloud development, machine learning recommendations, and user-centered design. Thank you for watching, and thank you to everyone from our users to our mentors who helped us along the way.